Good morning all. I just wanted to carry on with the series of videos, and this morning I wanted to cover off antonyms and synonyms. So let me just scroll down to that area here. Okay, just going from left to right. Antonyms and synonyms, it's probably one of the most important areas for English 11+. There are specific questions on antonyms and synonyms. So you'll be given a word and asked for a synonym from a choice of 4 or 5 different options. In addition to this, it's an extremely strong aid when it comes to the area of comprehension exercises and also close exercises, odd one out tests and unravelling jumbled up sentences, and also many more areas. Quite simply, it's a crucial area to grasp for 11+. So what are the key tips and recommendations? Well, first of all, I've given a list of the top 500 words. I'd be keen to see students going through this, and I'll describe a good technique that some of the students have started to adopt further down with these 500 words. And guess what? When these 500 words are completed, there's another list. The process of building vocabulary skills doesn't stop. It's a continuous process, and whilst you may not see the fruits of it straight away, you will understand that it's derived great benefit over a period of time. It's like sowing the seeds of vocabulary. It's not necessarily the case that the shoots will start to grow from day one, but you'll see over a period of time that they'll start to grow and hopefully blossom. So go through the top 500 words, and this is the technique that one of the students has adopted, which is to write them down briefly, and they've also written down the meaning of the words. So they've just created a few columns, and then after that they've written down at least one synonym and one antonym for each word. So quite a good little technique, and what it ensures is that sometimes when you write words down and the meaning, you absorb it a lot more than if you just read through it. And they've written down one suitable antonym and synonym. So parents, there's also a degree of responsibility on parents here, and the responsibility comes really from making sure that when you're having conversations with your children every single day, you test them on antonyms and synonyms. So for every single day words, ask them what's a suitable antonym and synonym for a given word that you've had in a conversation. And also, when children are reading books, fiction and non-fiction books, really encourage them to underline key words that they don't understand, and then to actually go back to those words, look them up in a dictionary, understand the meaning, and then understand a suitable antonym and synonym for each of those words. Now, the beauty of many dictionaries these days is that they have an example sentence with the word in, and they also refer to antonyms and synonyms where in many cases. But if not, further down, I've got a recommendation for a thesaurus to buy, and I'll send that to the with the email transcript of this video. It's really imperative that vocabulary skills are built up, and parents also, if children are listening to the radio or watching TV and a more complex word is mentioned, ask your child on the meaning, and then go one step further and ask them for a suitable antonym or synonym. So you can see how the building process should be happening every single day. Children should have a responsibility, really, of basically going through the list of 500 words and writing down a suitable antonym and synonym. They should also be underlining keywords within books and looking up the meaning in a dictionary. Parents, your responsibility really should be to challenge your children on the meaning of more complex words and ask them for suitable antonyms and synonyms. And you won't see the fruits on day one, but you will see the fruits over a period of time. They will become noticeable. And as I say on the left-hand side, antonyms and synonyms are crucial, because if you're going through a comprehension exercise, there's many words that you have to understand that you may not come across daily. Also applicable to close exercises and also a wider range of English multiple choice questions. So There's one other thing that I wanted to cover off here, and basically it's here. It's a spider's web of words. I've gone and underlined everything, so bear with me. It's a spider's web of words. So this is the way I look at the whole process of building vocabulary. I'm starting here with the word holiday. Sorry, that should say clean. So let me just correct that. Let's call that clean. Clean, there we go. Start off with the clean, and the first word that I came up with in my mind was spotless. Great. I go from spotless and I think of an antonym or a synonym, a synonym now, just for, not just for clean, but also for spotless. So now I've come up with immaculate as a synonym for clean and spotless. So now I've got 3 words to play with. So the process of thinking of synonyms should evolve from the initial word to other synonyms of the same word. So now I'm thinking of a synonym of either clean, spotless, or immaculate. And I've got polished. That expands to tidy, and you can see how all these words interlink. So sometimes it's harder for the mind. What am I trying to say? Sometimes it's harder for the mind to think of a synonym of the initial target word of clean. But if you're given the challenge of trying to think of a synonym of clean, spotless, immaculate, polished, tidy, it's a little bit easier. And when you actually look in a thesaurus or a dictionary and you look for synonyms of each of these words, you'll probably see the interlink and connection there, because the words will refer to each other in the dictionary. So spotless will have clean there as a synonym, clean will have spotless there as a synonym, and vice versa. And that's how you build the process. Don't just try and find a synonym for the first word. Try and find a synonym for the other words that you think of that are synonyms of the target word. So I hope you found the video useful. I'll send a link shortly, and also a link for a transcript of the text. Thanks very much.